Sah My Dudes SaiyanSalamander here, and for this video I wanted to talk a bit about the Feh Pass. It's been about a year since it got added to Fire Emblem Heroes, and it was quite the controversial addition. I ended up getting the pass purely for the Resplendent heroes, but there's still a lot of stuff I'd like to see them add or change about it. So I figured to make a video about it, talking about the top 5 changes and additions to the Feh Pass that I'd like to see. One thing I thought would be nice to have while paying for Feh Pass is to have a discount on items in the shop while being subscribed to the pass. It's just a nice membership perk that'd give you like 10 or 20% off Feh store purchases, and it'd be a good incentive to buy the pass if you're a player that frequently buys orbs. You could even get discounts on in-game stuff too, like maybe upgrading a hero to 5-star costs 20% less feathers, or maps costing less stamina, but I think the main thing is just buying orbs and bundles from the store at a slightly lower rate. Maybe lay off at the in-game stuff though, since it may give Feh Pass holders a little bit too much of an advantage. But I think the regular orbs and bundles you can get from the shop being discounted is a must. I don't really know what else to add to this one, since it's a pretty simple hope I have, so there isn't really much to expand on it. So instead, I'm just going to move on to my next hope. So one of the main problems I think people have with the Feh Pass is the quality of life features that are included. And I agree, I think stuff like turn restarts and auto battling should be free for all players. But obviously you can't just take the feature out of the Feh Pass and expect people to pay for the same price for it, so they definitely need to replace these features with something else. And one of the ideas that I had for that was early access on certain features. Whenever adding a feature to the game, Feh Pass holders could get a sneak peek at it, like getting an update or so early before the feature becomes available to everyone. Then instead of locking stuff like auto battling behind a paywall, things like that will eventually cycle into the free players' hands so they can use them too. Though personally I'd rather just see any quality of life stuff feature just be publicly available from the get-go. I'm sure there's a bunch of things that IS could give to Feh Pass holders that don't involve locking any of these features like these behind a paywall. The third thing I'm adding to my wishlist is a little bit of a weird one, since I really want to see it added into the game, but I don't really care whether it's done as part of the Feh Pass or as part of a new special hero type of banner. I've seen a bunch of art over on Twitter about AE versions of Fire Emblem characters and what they'd look like if they were in free houses, and a lot of people made up new houses and would make some Fire Emblem lords like Chrom or Micaiah the house leaders for them. And I think they could do so much more than just this too. Like, what if Azura was in Tokyo Mirage Sessions, or an Echo-style Hilda as a member of the Deliverance? Possibilities are endless, and I'd really love to see more of these non-canon AU ideas in Feh. So far, all they've really done is, what if these Fire Emblem characters celebrated Christmas? Or what if these Fire Emblem characters went to the beach? But I think there's a lot of interesting character designs and voice lines IS could come up with, just by making scenarios of what if a character would be like if they appeared in a different game. Currently we've got a Resplendent design that references all the places featured in the 5 books that have been released so far in Feh. So unless there's another place that we visit in book 5, or IS decides to do something like this, I don't think there's going to be a new type of Resplendent costume until December at the earliest. So I think adding these AU designs as part of a Feh Pass would be a real interesting addition. But like I said, I'd also be down for them to appear as special heroes instead of Resplendent heroes. Moving on to my number 2 pick is basically expanding upon stuff like Choose Your Legends or Heroes Rises, and that is hero voting. I think it would be really cool to have some sort of monthly vote from the Feh community to help decide upcoming features in the game. Maybe it's a vote for the next Grand Hero Battle unit, or which character gets a Resplendent next, or even the next hero to get Refine or some sort of buff description. I think it gives the community a bit more control over what happens with the future of the game, and it'd be nice to see. It's one of those nice additions. I feel like it's one of those things that everyone has access to, but Feh holders just get control of it, what those additions everyone gets is. For example, if one month people vote to see Yuri from Fire Emblem Free Houses in Feh, then everyone could summon Yuri, but Feh Pass holders were the ones that decided Yuri got into the game. And I think that kind of thing is the best features that you could add. You're not locking anything behind a paywall like with auto start or turn resetting, it's just a great bonus that, you know, can convince you to get the Feh Pass, but it's definitely something you can do without. Besides, I think a sort of player's choice feature like this one is something that could appeal to the people that have stopped playing Feh, and get them to come back to the game, with us consistently adding stuff each month that the community really wants to see. The final and most wanted thing I want to see added to the Feh Pass is custom banners. Pretty recently, I ended up saving about 450 orbs just waiting for one of my favourite characters to get another ult or for their special heroes to rerun. But what if you could just put a few of your favourite heroes on a brand new banner? Let me think of a few heroes I want at the moment. Samatana, Bridal Charlotte, Brave Micaiah, and Winter Erica. Now I slap them all on a banner and make them focus units. It's not something overly pay to win, I think, since at the end of the day you still have to summon for these units. But like once every 2 weeks when the Feh Pass rewards come out, or maybe once every update, you get to make a brand new banner and choose what units are the focus units. It'd just be really helpful if you have a permanent banner where, say if you wanted a few extra merges on a hero you really like, or maybe you want some fodder to give you to your favourite hero. Well, boom, you've got yourself a banner where the heroes you want are focus units. I think this is a great feature to add, since it's not like you're giving Feh Pass holders another free hero each month. You don't even need to add a spark summon on the banner. You're just taking away the waiting aspect of waiting for a hero to rerun and giving them the ability to summon who they want whenever they want. There's been so many times where I want to summon on a banner and the heroes I want are all on different banners. Like with a recent Christmas banner for example. I still would have really liked a plus 10 Winter Erica one day, but Hilda came out as a 4-star focus, so I spent all my saved up orbs on her instead. And it would have been so much easier if I could have put both heroes on one banner and could have just sniped blue and colourless. Maybe I wouldn't have been able to get a plus 10 Hilda because I was focusing on both units, but I could have probably got a couple extra Ericas along the way too. And that's it really. That's everything I've got to say about Feh Pass. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment whether or not you have Feh Pass, and if you like the changes and additions that I made. I also do a bunch of content over on Twitch, like playthrough of The World Ends with You, and farm free houses. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, then please check out the link in the description, and follow me over there. Plus I've got a Discord channel, which is also linked in the description. So if you want to hang out with the rest of the community, then defo join and say hey. That's all for now, so I'll see you in the next one, my dudes. Bye.